What's up, guys? Classy Metal here. Third video in 3 days. I bet you guys are getting sick of seeing my ugly face. I got a stack of stuff that I'm going to show in this one, all from Razorback Recordings. I know you guys can read, so you see it in the title down there. It was a 30 CDs for $50 deal that they have going on their web store. I will link that up in the description. Usually I would like to get something like this in and sit on it for a while and listen through everything before making the video, but I know sometimes it gets a little frustrating that I show stuff like this and it's already sold out by the time I do the video, and a lot of you guys end up missing out on it. Funny thing was, when I made this purchase and I found it online, I actually posted it on my personal Facebook and on the Facebook for this channel, and it sold out almost immediately. So I was like, well, here we go again. I'm going to show something that people can't get their hands on. But they have kind of revamped it and put it back on the web store as of the time of me doing this recording. I will link that up in the description. And I actually think the one that they have on their web store now might be a little more appealing to me personally. The majority of the titles are still the same, but they did swap out just a very few. I'm just going to run through this. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on each of these CDs. This is just mainly me showing what you can get in this bundle, and then that way if you see something that you like and it's something you want to try, you can go jump in on it as well. There were a few little promo things here at the top. I'll show those first. There's one from Surgical and Embalmer. A couple of pretty killer bands there. And then there's some stuff from the band Headless Eyes. We have a Headless Eyes sticker. I am still working on filling that desk up full of stickers, so I'm always appreciative of getting more stickers in the mail. And then there's a Headless Eyes toe tag. It's actually like an artwork. And then on the back, it actually has like it's got the hole punch in it up here, and then it actually has like cause of death and everything there on the back. It's pretty neat little thing there. I'm gonna have to find somewhere to kind of display that because I really like that. There is the stack of 30 CDs there, and like I said, I'm just gonna run through these fairly quickly. With them being a lot of Razorback Recordings releases, there's going to be a lot of bands that feature Vanessa. I think like her artist moniker is Vanessa Hex. Very solid. She does a lot of the bands she's in are kind of like thrashy death metal with horror themes, but there's some doom death. She's got her hands in a lot of different, or had her hands in a lot of different projects and stuff through this label, so a lot of this stuff she will be featured in. Speaking of, first up we have Howling with Tear the Screams from Your Throat. Some of that kind of thrashy death metal, horror themed thrashy death metal that I was talking about. Pretty solid release there. Next up we have Cropsy Maniac with Further Than Fear. Not familiar with this one, but it looks pretty gnarly from the artwork. Next up we have Fondle Corpse with Dark Contagion. I like that artwork on that one a lot. Next up we have Deteriorate with Echoes from the Past. This is a band that's been gaining a lot of steam as of late, so it's nice to have something of theirs working its way into the collection. So next up we have Headless Eyes, the one that had the toe tag and everything for. The name of this release is Horripilations. They actually have a bundle on the web store that's linked up down there. The big cartel that this 30 CD box is listed on. But on that web store they also have this CD and a shirt bundle for like $20. I almost picked that up when I was picking this up until I saw that this CD was actually included in this 30 CD bundle. Next up we have Gut Wrench with Mausoleum with To Dwell and Rot In. This one obviously is completely new to me because I just butchered that album title. Next up we have Still Bearing Hand with their self-titled I was actually stoked to see this one in there. I picked up the Slay in Hell album. I think it was last year when it came out, maybe the year before, but I think it came out last year, and I really enjoyed that one. So nice to have this one in the collection now as well. I was excited to see that that was available in this. Some good metal out of Texas there. Next up, we have another band featuring Vanessa. This is Wooden Stake with A Feast of Virgin Souls. This is some kind of death doom, but very solid stuff there. I think there's a couple other Wooden Stake releases in this as we go through this kind of bundle here. I'm going to butcher this one. This is, let me fight the glare here, Necrocultists with Encircling the Mysterious Necroevolution Supreme Occult One, The Underworld of Horrence. Yeah, very long album title. Obviously, this is something that is completely new to me, so that should be an interesting listen there. Next up, we have some more Wooden Stake, as I was just talking about. This one is At the Stroke of Midnight. I believe this is a compilation of some of the demos and stuff. I could be wrong on that, but I believe that one is a compilation. Next up, we have Wooden Stake and Blizzaro split. We have Raptor with Rage and Fever. We've got a Mustang driven by a skeleton on fire there. I'm sure this is probably some traditional metal. Probably has that almost like I get a definite Motorhead vibe going off of the artwork on that, but I have not heard that one, so that's something new for me to listen to. Next up, we have Nazgul with Karkava, I believe is how you pronounce that. And obviously, I would have liked to have spent some time with all of these and gotten at least a little bit familiar, but I wanted to show you guys this stuff. That way, if you wanted one of these, you could pick it up. That one was released on Self-Made God Records. Next up, we have Thronium with Organic Death Temple. I believe I already have this one. I believe, actually, I got this one in a VCLT. At one point, not too terribly long ago, and I struggled to read the band name on that one when I got it back then, so I did a little bit better this time. Next up, we have Sepulchral. I can never pronounce that, with Anthrophagy of Doom. Obviously, this is one that is new to me, and I absolutely butchered it. I know that this has probably been a difficult video to watch just because I'm mispronouncing and don't know a ton about a lot of these. Next up, one that I actually do already own. This is Faith Extractor with Proverbial Lambs to the Ultimate Slaughter. Killer death metal there from Faith Extractor, band that I really do enjoy. This one was released on Hell's Headbangers, so I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with that one already. Next up, we have Inquisition with Preacher and Lust. This is not the Inquisition with the questionable deviants. This is a different Inquisition. Next up, we have some killer death metal. This is Cemetery Urn with their newest release. I say newest, it was released in 2018, but I'm pretty sure it was their latest release. This is Barbaric Retribution. I'm glad to have this one in the collection. I have the self-titled Cemetery Urn, and that's all I own, so it's nice to get this one trickling in now. Next up, we have Mandatory with Ripped from the Tomb. That's some killer looking stuff there. That's gotta be some death metal. It even says death metal on the back, so there we go. Next up, we have Necrorite with In Death's Certitude. So, yeah, obviously that one's new to me as well. That was released on Dark Recollections Productions. and I'll get through this last little part of the stack, and I will quit keeping you guys. I know you're probably all tired of seeing me at this point. Maybe I need to take a little break again from doing videos. Next up, we have Hookers with It's Midnight, The Witching Hour. That one is completely new to me, but I am intrigued. And that I'll probably listen to that one here pretty soon. Just the boobs on the artwork and everything kind of got my attention really fast. Next up, we have Orloff with Apparitions Among the Graveyard Skies. I think this is kind of doom death, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. I'm either saying doom death or thrashy death, but with the given everything that's in this in this box, that's kind of a cop out. Next up, we have Lurking Evil with the Almighty Hordes of the Undead. There we go. Next up, this one is some doom death. I know this is Skeletal Spectra with Tomb Coven. There we go. I believe this is the first album from Skeletal Spectra. I have the sophomore release already. This one is new to me, though, so I'm looking forward to spinning this one because I do like the one album from that band that I already own. Next up, another one that I already own. This is some death doom metal. This is Church of Misery with Minstrel of Mourning. Pretty solid release here. I think this came out 2012, actually. It came out a little later than I thought. I know the band had been around in the 90s and then, like, disbanded and then got back together for this release, but I really do like that one. Next up, we have Crypticus with the Barons. Interesting looking artwork on that one, but I don't know much about this one. A band that a lot of you know, and I actually think that they have 2 releases in the new box that they have going on the Big Cartel. This is Vault Wraith with Light the Candle in Honor of Devils. I know Vanessa Hex was a part of Vault Wraith at one point. I don't know if she's still with the band, but I know for a while she was in Vault Wraith, so it's pretty cool to see this one in there. I really do enjoy this band. It's kind of like blackened heavy metal and some very solid stuff. Next up, we have some more Offal. Or Awful. It's spelled Offal, and this one is entitled Horror Fiend. One that I do already own, and this is kind of like become tradition. Anytime that a Friday the 13th rolls around, I have to listen to this album. It is horror themed thrashy death metal. There's a lot of like Friday the 13th sound clips and stuff in this, and you'll see the artwork if you're not familiar with this band already. This is Death Curse with their self-titled release. I mean, they even have the Jason mask and machete there in the logo for the band. I believe this is the only release that they ever put out under Death Curse. This is another band featuring Vanessa Hex, but every like Friday the 13th, I have to listen to this, and then I pull out one of my Jason Voorhees figures, take a picture with the CD, and post it up on Instagram. That's just kind of become a tradition to listen to that. This one is probably one of my favorites in this whole stack, even though I do already own it. But if you're looking for new stuff in this and you're picking up one of those boxes, that is one that I do enjoy that is in this kind of CD lot pack that's available here. And then the last one that I'm going to show you guys is Hemophagus with Atrocious. Looks like I just froze up. Hopefully it's still recording. My camera's froze, but that's going to be the last one in this. And there we go. That's all I've got for today. I am going to try to take a little break and stop bombarding you guys with videos, but I do have another package coming tomorrow that I want to show, and I have one that I got in from Morgue that I want to show, and I still have another Paragon Records package that I want to show. I'm just perpetually behind, but I do appreciate all of you guys that have been watching these like in 3 days in a row. That's wild. So I'm going to take at least a couple day break, and then I should have some more material up. If I don't get any more recorded this week, I'll at least have the CD collection video coming back up on Sunday. That's all I've got for today. This is linked up down in the description if you want to go pick one of these up for yourself. I'm not going to list the 30 CDs. You can go to the website, look at it, and see what CDs are available in the lot that they have for sale there. That's all I've got for tonight. Stay classy, stay metal, and I will see you guys very soon. Try not to make it too soon. I don't want to overstay my welcome, and that's all I've got. So I'll see you guys later.